Hello everyone, this is Balkrishna Mishra, faculty in Journalism and Mass Communication Department, Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today I am going to deliver lecture on the Indian freedom movement, that is the Revolt of 1857. The Revolt of 1857 was prolonged period of armed uprising as well as rebellions in northern and central India against British occupation of that part of the subcontinent. Small brewing discontent involving incidences of arson in cantonment area began to manifest themselves in Jain. Later a large-scale rebellion broke out in May, turned into what may be called a full-fledged war in the affected region. This war brought about the end of the British India Company rule in India and led to the direct rule by the British government of much of the Indian subcontinent for the next 90 years. Let's discuss about the causes of 1857 revolt. The issue was grease cartridges and military grievances has been overemphasized as the factor for the revolt of 1857. However, the recent research has proved that the cartridge was neither the only cause nor even the most important. In fact, the multiple causes, social and religious causes. The British had abandoned its policy of non-interference in the social religious life of the Indians. Abolition of Sati Pratha, Hindu-Widow Remarriage Act, Christian missionaries were allowed to enter India and carry on with their mission. Proselyting, the Religious Disability Act of 1857 modified the traditional Hindu law. According to it, the change in religion would not debar a son from inheriting the property of his heathen father. Second cause is economic causes. British rule led to breakdown of the village self-sufficiency, commercialization of the agriculture, which burdened the peasantry, adoption of free trade, imperialism from 1800, deindustrialization and drain of wealth, all of which led to overall decline of economy. Third cause is military grievances. The extension of British dominion in India had adversely affected the service condition of the sepoys. They were required to serve in airy area away from their homes without the payment of extra bhatta. An important cause of military discontent was the General Service Enlistment Act 1857, which made it compulsory for the sepoys to cross the seas whenever required. The Post Office Act of 1854 withdrew the free postage facility for them. The next reason is political causes. The last major extension of the British India territory took place during the time of Dalhousie. Dalhousie announced in 1849 that the successor of Bahadur Shah II would have to leave the Red Fort. The annexation of Bhagat and Udaipur were, however, cancelled and they were restored to their ruling houses. When Dalhousie wanted to apply the doctrine of lapse to Karoli Rajputana, he was overruled by the Court of Directors. Let's discuss the causes of failure. The first cause of failure was some of the local rulers like Sidhia of Gwalior, the Holkar of Indore, the Nizam of Hyderabad, the Raja of Jodhpur, the Nawab of Bhopal, the rulers of Patiala, Sindh and Kashmir, and the Ranas of Nepal provided active support to the British. The military equipment of the rebels were inferior, comparative lack of efficient leadership. The modern intelligent Indians also did not support the cause. Let's discuss the impact of the revolt. The revolt was mainly feudal in character, carrying with it some nationalist element. The control of Indian administration was passed on to the British Crown by the Government of India Act 1858. The army was carefully recognized to prevent the reoccurrence of such an event. The revolt of 1857 was an extremely important event in Indian history. It was a mere product of sepoy but was accumulated grievances of the people against the company's administration and of their dislike for the foreign region. Dear friends, I hope you understand the topic, the revolt of 1857. Thank you very much.